National Football League. Brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Ford Field. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Agholor.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Third and short, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Raven first down. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack That should be the final play of this first quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. So on fourth down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll go again here with Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
On first and 10, Jack. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
Here's third and 2. Now it's Jackson. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down. Here's a run. Marked down at the 6. Second and goal. Play action now. Jackson. He's got his big tight end. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the gun, it's Goff. Into the hands of Brock Wright. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And That's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
He'll send it downfield for Laporta. Oh, he tried to fit it back in the middle of the field. Can't do that. It's intercepted. Picked up by Ardarius Washington.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Second down, Jackson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Not much. Second and long coming up. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. The pressure's going to get there again. He's forced down once more. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in the second quarter. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. That's fielded at about the 18. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Goff. He's going to dial up another deep ball. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Now, deep ball for Bateman. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. So, we've reached halftime in this low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our count in this one. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's with the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go. The second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Second down and 8. Goff to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Jackson.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Third and 9. In motion comes Andrews. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That's caught! And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. They'll run it with Henry. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. Jackson. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And now third and goal coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Third and goal for Jackson. And he's in. Nelson Agholor. Touchdown, Ravens. Jackson and the offense trying to get 2 more here. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Reynolds now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Goff to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to take this one all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he did not want to go down. Good running, manages to gain 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now, faking the give. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. On the give, here's Henry. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Shit.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now Goff. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down.
Oh, Mr. Jabaro.
They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Fuck.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. The Lions call their first timeout. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12.
And that's just a disastrous outcome on that last pass. I mean, yes, you have to stay aggressive knowing you're trailing here late in the game, but you can't be reckless. Don't try to get it all back in one throw. That final pick, that might just seal the deal for their opponent.
Here's 1st down. To throw is Goff. That is caught. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now, Goff. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Again, working deep downfield. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone. Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. Hardy now with the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First play from the 25, and they'll throw. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Little backyard football here by the quarterback. It looked like he was running around the playground in his early days. The disruption of the timing early was the key, and from that point on, him and his receiver just unable to get on the same page.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. Inside the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. To the air right away is Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And a minimal gain there, down to the 20. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now on 2nd down. Got his man at the 6. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. A 1st down there. Gain of 14 yards. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. A design run here with Jackson. Oh, making guys miss. And he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A 1st down throw for Hurts. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
Hey, 73, 73.
On second down, Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Hurts will try it again. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Roquan Smith, the one who gets in there and takes him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Ravens out front. And we're back in Philly in a moment. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
On 4th down, the snap comes to Hurts. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Jackson. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Jackson now. He'll try and get there on the ground. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. Bateman is the motion man. Here's a give. Heading right, it's Henry. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. 3rd and goal. Jackson looking to throw. This one complete to Bateman. And he will get into the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown. Touchdown, Baltimore.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's...
Body talking. La man back in the city. Oh man. Back where I need me. Oh man.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Now Purdy. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On third down, it's Purdy. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Darius Slay.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll start this one with a three tight end look. First carry for Saquon Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. To throw, Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Hurts again. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Purdy on first down. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will score. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Britton Covey now on the return. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. Here's first and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. they get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Ayuk makes the play along the sideline.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now, the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. On second down, Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision, and that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it up. On the return from the end zone, here's Britton Covey. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. A run with Barkley. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. 3rd and a yard. And they'll throw here with Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
first and 10, it's Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short game. To throw on second down is Hurts. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. To the air again. Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. But sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Yes.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. On second down, Hurts. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll get this up close to a first down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Don't need much. It is third and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on third and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down. Hurts. Only trying to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, San Francisco. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick-6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Hovey now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made it pay.
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Niners first down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Purdy and the 49ers will try to get two more. Back to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Covey now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Hurts to the air on first down. Going up top. That's caught. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver.
Shit, man.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
And that one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger, up past the 25.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have it just past their 25.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Jair Brown. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6. But to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Covey now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Dotson, the man in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So a win here for the 49ers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football.